I am Captain Craig Kryling with the Hopkins Police Department. First of all, we want to provide condolences on behalf of the city of Hopkins to Weiss's family. We also want to provide and give our condolences to our Somali family and community within Hopkins and greater Hopkins area. This morning at approximately 10:40 a.m., Weiss was located by an individual that was helping to look for him. He was located in Minnehaha Creek, approximately 500 yards downstream from his apartment building. Law enforcement confirmed that it was Weiss and that he was deceased. While we believe this is a tragic accident, we will be continuing our investigation in conjunction with the Hennepin County Medical Examiner and the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office to determine the exact cause of death. We want to thank the greater Hopkins area and community for assisting us in trying to locate Weiss. I can take any questions, but this is one thing I do want to say is Weiss's family is going to be grieving. We needed to postpone this press conference because we wanted to make sure that Weiss's family was notified before everybody else was. We also ask everybody to provide some time and give respect to that family to allow them to grieve. All right. Yes.
Sir, is there any initial indication to show that he died from anything other than drowning at this point?
Like I said, right now we believe this was an accident and that he did drown. However, we will do our due diligence and work with our partners to determine the exact cause of death.
Why wasn't there a fence built when the apartments were built?
I cannot, to that I cannot speak. What I do know is that when any development happens in the city of Hopkins, that we do work with our planning. There is council meetings that people can come to, they can speak to if there's questions about that. So right now this is about Weiss and taking the time for this community to grieve for him.
Everybody just drove off and said, forget, she found him and
We,
walked away.
okay, another thing I'd like to address, there's a lot of rumor and conjecture about this case, about different things that have gotten posted on social media. What I can say is we have evidence that Weiss left this apartment building on his own accord, and there is no room to try to blame anybody else right now. This is a horrible, tragic accident from everything that we are able to determine.
Now, 500 yards, is that a significant distance when you're talking about a river and the way that they flow and stuff like that?
No, right now, unfortunately, we have some high water, we've had a lot of rain. That creek is moving very quickly, and it's not unheard of for that to happen.
Are you able to tell where you presume he may have gone in?
We don't have that information right now.
Do you know if he walked directly into the creek or fell down the embankment?
Can't say for sure.
Did you say it was a volunteer searcher or somebody with law
This was not a member of law enforcement. This was just simply an individual that wanted to come help locate Weiss.
What is being done officially to help the families with calm and peace and help them through this
Yes.
tragic?
So we have provided liaisons through our chaplain program with the family, and also we continue to remain in contact with them.
Is there like a drop box in case, like, I don't know if you know this, but like in case people want to like give flowers for the family, like, gifts, flowers, comfort?
I'm sure that would be welcome. I don't know of anything officially set up.
Location to deliver the stuff?
I do not know of anything official for them, no.
About how many people, who's involved in the search and how many volunteers beyond the official searchers?
I don't have an exact number on the total number of volunteers. We had hundreds of people out looking for him. What I can say is we had members from many different law enforcement agencies, all the surrounding law enforcement agencies, the county, Hennepin County, Ramsey County, the State Patrol, At one point, we did have a representative from the FBI out here. We had a lot of people out helping to look for him. We have not stopped since our first initial report that we received in trying to locate him. Yes, miss.
They said that there was, his phone was, he had his mother's phone. When the surveillance video was released of what he was wearing, why was the phone not in the picture? And he didn't have the
Okay.
phone.
I cannot speak to exact parts of the investigation, but what I can tell you about that is again, another one of these rumor things. There are what has happened in this incident, and then there's a lot of rumor that gets put out on social media or online, and because people want information. What I'm asking for is let this play out. Give the family some space, give them the respect they need to grieve, and I'll say, he did not have a phone in his hand, as that picture said. So that information about that was not correct.
How difficult was this search area? It's so wooded and thick.
It's a very difficult search area in the sense that we have a very fast-moving, high-level, water-level creek, and also it's dense foliage. It's not an easy area to traverse on foot. It's not an easy area to get drones or aircraft up in the air.
Can you
Miss.
speak to the search effort and just what it means to see the community come together for this?
The effort, not only, we provided a great deal of public resources towards this, but what was truly meaningful in this case is the amount of community members that came out to help. And I think that speaks volume to the community that we have here in Hopkins, that we want to help one another.
Chief, Asalem Mohammed from Minnesota Somali Community Center. I want to say thank you. I was here until 2 a.m. Your officers and officers from other departments showed up. We want to say thank you. You did a fantastic job. On behalf of the Somali community, of those who are here, who were with us last night and came up early in the morning, we want to say thank you. We are satisfied with what you have done. This is the will of God and we accept it. We all believe that this is our path. All our time is written, and when it happens, it happens. We will deal with how to stop this from happening in the future. But for now, we want to say thank you, and we want to mourn with the family. We want to give them the counsel, and we just want you to know that we give you the ultimate respect for what you have done. And thank you.
Appreciate that, thank you.
So the alert that a lot of us got, was that technically an Amber Alert, or can you explain like how that process was used?
Why didn't it go to everybody's phone?
Okay, so the technical term, and don't ask me for the definition of this acronym, is IPAWS. It's an alerting system that allows emergency management, government services to alert cell phones within a certain radius of an incident. So that's why maybe somebody on the other side of the Twin Cities didn't receive it, but if you were within the local area, you did receive it. There was some initial information that it went out as an Amber Alert. No, it was not technically an Amber Alert in what you would normally think of is somebody took a child. We needed to get that information out, and quite frankly, it doesn't matter how it went out. What matters is we got the information out there, we got it out there as often as we could, and repeatedly to try to notify new people coming into the community who might be able to locate Weiss. So that's why that went out that way.
How big of a search area was it?
The search area was, I can give you the general boundaries, was Highway 7 to the north, Louisiana Avenue to the east, Excelsior Boulevard to the south, and Highway 169 to the west.
I have a question. So
Yes.
yesterday, there were a bunch of us volunteers that were out. One of your officers told us that we were hindering the investigation. Why weren't there more efforts to have third-party searchers? There were community, there were folks. I was out there since 10 a.m. till midnight last night.
Yes.
So why couldn't you utilize us? Because time was of the essence, and the fact that we've done it today, we already knew it was going to be too late by then. And now
Part
you're
of-
saying he was found within 500
Sure.
meters.
So
away.
one of the reasons that the officers were initially asking for people to stay out of that area is we utilize tools such as canines, dogs, to help scent track.
But that wasn't
And,
enough.
and unfortunately, what can happen when we get a lot of people into a certain area is that can degrade any of that ability to try to use those resources. I agree. It wasn't enough yesterday. That, I agree.
What can we do different next time?
We will as an agency and with our partners, we will conduct a review of this afterwards to see what we could have done better. What I can say is that there is oftentimes, especially whether it's using canines, whether it's using drones in the air with FLIR thermal imaging technology, or using State Patrol aircraft that we had up helping to search. What we often do is we try to figure out who exactly is in the area, and when we have a lot of people that are just out randomly helping to search, we spend a lot of resources trying to go investigate what that heat signature is on the ground. I understand your pain. That pain, you're right. I can't say for certain whether we had a whole bunch of people yesterday, whether we would have found him, or exactly when he ended up in the water. We don't know that right now.
Are there any preliminary information on how long the boy was deceased?
We don't have that right now. Yes, sir.
In the future, what can we do collectively? And when I say collectively, from the police department, from the officials, from us, the community, because all of us are here today because we all love that young child.
Yep. Here's
And what can we do in the parks? A lot of kids in summer, they all love to go to parks. What can we do to make sure there is nothing like will make them go to the water and prevent them to walk to the water?
We continue to do what we do already, which is get to know your neighbors, get to know the people within your communities. When you see something, maybe, if there could have been somebody that might have seen him at a particular moment. That's what we continue to do, is to recognize that as human beings, as community members here in Hopkins. And we ask for those people to step up, take some action. Call the police if you think something is out of the ordinary. Let people know. That's it. I appreciate everybody coming out here today. We have a great deal of work that we still need to do. We will continue to provide updates when we have them through our social media or through the city website. Again, our condolences go out to Weiss's family and to the greater Somali community for this loss. Thank you, everybody.